And I bet that did it. Okay, let me turn the world upside down again. And there you are. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All that time I had no sound. I played music for y'all and everything. Huh? Hold on a second. Nice to catch you live. To kick. Good. Susan, good, good. Okay, Susan, sound is good now. Okay. I have to remember to turn off the Bluetooth. I always forget to do that. And I had meditation music playing for y'all and sage going. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Anyhow, I have not been doing actually I've been not doing a lot. I haven't done a video in a while. And the last time I mentioned to you guys, it had, let's just say the last, it keeps getting further and further. I keep thinking that things are going to get better. Things are going to get better as far as energetically. The people that are coming around me. I keep saying that, okay, I'm projecting, a certain type of energy, but the energy that I somehow keep drawing back to me is not so positive. Let's put it that way. Not so positive. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with there, other than the fact that I have an awareness of it now. I'm finding myself in the same situations over and over and over again. And the common denominator in all of those scenarios is me. Let me double check that you guys can hear me. No picture, no sound. Good. Sounds good too. Okay. So that's the last one. Okay. Can you see me and hear me? Okay, let's try it one more time. I saw the channels do this. They said, if you can hear me and see me, okay, give me a 1. Just press number 1. Just give me a 1 if you can hear me and see me, okay. Thank you, Hilda. Okay. See, that's so helpful. Thank you, Hilda. You get the ding 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 today. Okay. This is for you, Hilda. Thank you. This is what I wanted to do earlier. Okay, I'll go ahead and do the cleansing right now, okay? And actually, guys, I don't know if you guys have the singing bowls, in YouTube land, wherever you are, but I actually feel the vibrations of this small Tibetan singing bowl. And matter of fact, I was looking up the forks, the tuning forks, because I started saying, I feel that, and it feels really good to me. There's something about the vibrations of these tuning forks. So I'm going to be looking into looking into that, as well as learning about that as far as healing. And remember, I'm always saying about, what am I here to do? What am I supposed to be doing other than putting my little journey here, for you guys to follow along, to see kind of what's happening with me. Maybe it's happening to you. Some of the thought processes I go through, you might go through those, or you might be saying, "Ooh, how did she get in that particular hole?" But anyway, I think that's part of my journey to do this. But I keep getting this, how do I say this? Like a knowing. Each time I gravitate toward anything dealing with healing, I'm drawn to that. Whether it's researching crystals, the medicinal the healing properties of crystals. I've always been just drawn to crystals, and I just collect them. You know, wherever I go, I find them, and I just have to collect them. And then is when I see people who are hurting or have some type of ailment, my very first thought every single time is, I wish I could fix it. I wish I could just walk over and just touch them, or blow, or, you know, or just think you're healed. Yeah. So I don't know. So I'm drawn to that. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, this is the other ones I did too. My daughter made these little Argonite rings that they didn't turn out so well. So I was trying to figure out what to do with them. So I got some leather strapping and I attached it to my these little bells. I thought it was kind of cute. Hold on, listen. Ah, little one. And here's the other one. Same thing. Has a different tone. So what I was doing, let's see if I remember how I did that. I put one here. See if I can do the bowl. I got too much time on my hands. Actually, that's the kind of stuff I've been doing. You know, once I got back into my space and did my cleansing, I've just been doing a lot of grounding as much as I can. I mean, we still have several inches of snow outside. We had a pretty big dump of snow here, so I've been cooped up in the house for several days, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I've been doing with that. And watching, you know, the news a little bit, just kind of, again, not trying to get sucked into more into the matrix, but for me, I want to hear and see what's going on in mainstream, you know, CBS, NBC, CNN, all those. I want to see what they're reporting and how they're reporting it. And then I watch my alternative channels, Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, lots of other ones on a variety of different platforms to get a broad perspective of what's going on. And it's very, very clear to me that they're doing everything that they can. And when I say they, I'm talking about the cabal of the Kabad. And I just heard some news, not news, but I watched a video just before. Oh, who that was? What was her name? I know who it is, but I'm going to put the link in the description later on. But anyway, she was speaking about, I'm always talking about the cabal and the Kabad. But she was saying that the cabal and the Kabad could be the most benevolent beings that are truly here to help us. And I'm like, what you talking about? The cabal and the Kabad. But then the way she explained it kind of piqued my interest, and I have to go back and look at that again. But she said they chose to come here to play the evil, disgusting, bloodthirsty villain to wake us up, to prod us, to push us, to do everything in their power to see how long it's going to take for us to wake up and realize that we are sovereign, free spirit beings. And we need to wake up, and it's time for us to stand in our own power. And it's their job to do exactly what they're doing. And they're doing a pretty good job, if I say so myself. What if that is kind of like, and I'm trying to get it straight in my mind too, of how could that be? How could that be a loving thing to do? I was watching a video of a video clip of a daughter and father, and she was trying to do some type of athletic thing, and it was so difficult, and she was crying, and she was so frustrated, and he basically pumped her up by telling her, you can do this, and was kind of rough with her when I would have wanted to, oh baby, it's okay, but he was like, you can do this, and you push and prod, or quit being, you could do this, go be a baby. I think he said that too. I don't know about that, but it was kind of that push, and he wasn't doing that to be mean to her. He was doing that to what? To prompt her, to push her, because he knew that she had it in her, but he had to fire her off. Could that be what the cabal and the Kabad are doing right now? They're pushing so hard to fire us off, to wake us up. That's a possibility. See how I go? How I go? Again, I'm seeking the truth. No matter what, whatever it is. If that's the truth, okay, great. Is it possible that could be? Yeah. But regardless, I think the video, and I called this one, it's no fear. No fear. It's time, and basically it's time for us to wake up. There's a lot of things that's going to be coming this way if the collective keeps going the way it's going right now, and the way it seems from watching everything that I've been watching and listening, and the vibration that I'm getting, is we're going to have some dark days coming up. But again, no fear. 0, 0, 0, 0 fear. 0. And I'm looking at both scenarios. The new one that I just discussed now about this, the possibility of the cabal and the Kabad being benevolent beings, kind of like Big Brother waking us up. I don't know, but what resonates in my core the most now is that, again, the realization of who and what we are. We are divine, sovereign, free spirit beings. We already have eternal life. There's nothing for us to fear. Nothing for us to fear. Yeah. Let me just pop in and say hi to you guys in here. Hi, Hilda. Again, thank you, darling. Joe Kick. Is it Joe Kick? Luana, hi, darling. Good to see you, Luana. Susan Racine. Okay, hi, Susan. Oh, you have tuning forks like that? Like to get the singing bowls. What kind do you have? The only singing bowl I have is the one I just showed you, Joe Kick. I was just looking at the real big, I guess, what are they made out of? Glass, maybe? I don't know, but they're big. They fill your whole hand. Not 2 hands. I'd love to have a big giant one like that, but at least about that wide, one about that wide. They make beautiful, beautiful sounds. Yeah. But that's on my wish list. Tuning forks and singing bowls. Big, beautiful ones. I wish someone could fix me No, we will. We're going to learn, Joe Kick. We're going to learn to heal ourselves. We'll be able to do it. We have that. We have the power to do that right now. We just have to remember how to do it. But we have those powers. We have those powers. We have them. We just got to remember. Let's see. I watched lots of news, watching more about the Holocaust since neo-Nazism and hate groups are on the rise. Yeah. And I think that's all, excuse me. That's all part of the plan. That's all part of the plan. They want, look at our world right now, guys. Are y'all paying attention? We have Russia ready to pounce on Ukraine, and we have China ready to pounce on, is it Taiwan? At the same time. And I didn't realize this, but both presidents from both of those, China and Russia, they like this. Against who? That's unsettling. It feels like that we're in that WW. Yeah. Now, maybe it's not going to look exactly what we're thinking of. Bombs bursting in the air and all of that. The other day, before the snowfall, I went to the local grocery store, and I noticed that throughout the store, this little local rural grocery store, the shelves were sparsely, I mean, chunks of things, but it was obvious that there were a lot of gaps in every aisle. But in particular, there's a dollar section there, and most of the products are shipped, I guess, from out of the country, I guess, mainly from China. Almost bare, because they're not getting any shipments at all. And if you think about all the stuff, just take a tally of everything that's in your home right now. If you were to research every single thing that's in your house right now, where'd it come from? I bet you. Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to see some significant changes, and a lot of people are still walking around like this. Oh, there's nothing to see here. Oh, it's always like that. Oh, it's okay. Everything's going to be fine. They're in for a rude awakening. And again, that's where we will be the beacons, the stabilizers, the chill. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. So yeah, to talk about what you were saying, Joe Kick. They're trying to divide the country. The V's and the un-V's, the blacks and against the whites, the immigrants and the non-immigrants, the vegetarians and the non-vegetarians. It's just dividing us as much as possible. Again, and that's to keep us in panic and turmoil and fear and, oh God, we don't know what to do. And again, it could be to wake us up. Y'all know what I'm saying. Uhura X, not true. Don't believe the hype. Which hype? Which hype? Uhura X. They hate us. Who hates us? The cabal and the kabad. Yeah. That's me. You want me to wear some heels? If I wear some heels, I'll break all my hip if I was to do that. So no, I'm not doing no videos wearing no heels unless you want me to do the video and I'll lay on the floor and I'll put my foot up in the air like that and I could pose for you all like that. But you're gonna pay me to do it. What is it? Somebody was telling me that there's a place you can go and put whatever you want to do. People pay you to do all kinds of crazy stuff. Um, like some people pay you to eat seafood and make noise when you eat. Some people like to look at you putting your foot in chocolate pudding. Now maybe that's some freaky stuff though. So I don't know. I don't know. But if I was to do something like that, it's gonna be on one of them channel things. Oh, let's see. Jokic says there are different sizes, different companies for bowls. Yes. They're playing a chess game, war games. Yeah. It feels like, if we're on the same wavelength here, because that's one of my thought patterns of if you're new, I don't recognize you, Uhura X, but on my journey, I have all kinds of different concepts of what could be right now, and all of them make sense to me. So I call it different dimensions of what's actually happening now. It's kind of like in this dimension we have the uh the 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 Negro Aboriginal people are the what do you call it? Aboriginal people are the native people of the Americas. And all of that is coming full circle right now. Say, for instance, with Dane Calloway, he's doing some extensive research pertaining to the fact that what they call African Americans are really Negro people. Excuse me. And it's not the corona or that other OG shuffle thing. Anyway, Cal has done extensive research proving that the slave trade was all rigged up to hide the fact that Negro people were already here in the Americas. They were already here. And Asiatic people they immigrated down, and some of them never mixed with the true Aboriginal people here, and some of them did mix, but they lived peacefully together. But the fact of the matter is, according to Cal's research, is that the woolly-haired, copper-skinned, with broad nose, big thick lips, and woolly hair were the Aboriginal people of this land. And Cal has done extensive research on that. He has books coming out. He just mentioned that I think he said he was going to be on Gaia or some kind of World Geographic or something big. And also Sister Bethy has done so much work with that as well. So I'm thinking from the research that I've done, that could be a reality. but it could also be another reality in Monica's little collage of bubbles of different realities of what it could be. Perhaps we are genetically modified beings, Anunnaki. That could be a possibility. And these beings that they say are here and more are coming, and that would coincide with the vision that keeps reoccurring, I keep getting, is there's going to be a huge dark ship that's going to arrive, and these beautiful black beings are going to emerge out of this ship and perform all the miracles. I kind of want that too. I keep having that vision, but that's another possibility, and it could be true. It could be. Then it could be that this is just a war game, like Ahura X mentioned, or a chess game, and perhaps we are somewhere else, and we're down here where we're up or down wherever we are, and these things, me, is just my avatar, and the true Monica is somewhere else, sitting here like, oh, look what she's doing now. Watch her make go like this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There she goes. Make her run. Make her put her leg up. Could that be happening as well as a possibility? Or another one, they say, kind of like the Matrix. What they've done is they've trapped our consciousness into these avatars or these meat suits. Everything that we're seeing, everything that we're experiencing right now, everything that I'm right now is part of the Matrix. And everybody in here is part of the Matrix because I'm projecting it. And then you're projecting back to me. And you see how it just keeps going? It's a very intricate game. And I think part of the awakening in this particular bubble dimension is recognizing it's a game and we're in it. Game over. That's another possibility. So you see, it's all kinds of different things. The only one that I do not that does not resonate with me is that there's going to be something that comes out the sky to save us. And the reason for that is I don't feel like I need a savior. Because we are facets of source. We have a direct connection. My battery's going down. We have a direct connection to source. We don't have to go through the pastor or the priest or the pope or a channeler or a reader, or we don't need any of that because we are part of source. We have a direct connection to source. Yeah. Let's see. Then we'll get 35 minutes. Actually, hang on. Let me go get my charger, guys, because the battery's going to go down. Okay, hold on. Strangers in the night. Where is it? Hold on, gotta move a little bit of furniture here. Yeah, because I'm gonna go ahead sit here and chat with you guys for a while. Let's see. This over here. Is this on? Yeah. I'm back in business. Yeah. Okay. All right, let me get back over here. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Interested Avid. Okay. Oh, thank you. Super cute today. I was looking at what I was trying to do is I was trying to put those the dreads on, because I see these they've been doing the what do you call that, the bamba dance where they go it's always too big. You want a bamba? You want a jiggy with it? I don't know what they're saying, but it's so cute. But I saw they had them long braids. And I'm like, I want some of that. I want to play with them braids too. So I was trying to put them on, and my hair is so fine, it slips right out. So I said, so I put me some, I started rolling them up, and I said, oh, I'm going to do the Ubuntu knot things. Anyway, it's fun. It's fun. I like to play here in the woods. I guess more concerning than ever, bare shelves and the amount of, I guess more concerning than even bare shelves is the amount of hate and fear. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And it makes me sad, when I see that. But at the same time, we have to project. We have to project. And even if we were faced with adversity and sadness and all that, keep pushing that positive vibe out. Stay happy, stay smiling, we can do this. It's time to stand in our own power and say no. Say no. That's part of the what I wanted to talk about today too, is it is time for real, y'all, to stand in our own power. Again, are you watching the news all over? More and more and more people are waking up, and they're saying, nope, 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 we're not doing this. And they're saying, we're not going to do it. No, but it's not on mainstream media, is it? Because they don't want to put that in your head. Well, they're doing it, so maybe we can do it. Oh, but it's coming. It's coming. Now, there's some people are saying that the what's happening in Ottawa is all staged, and it could possibly be. It could possibly be. But what I'm hearing is it's coming this way too. And if it comes this way, things are going to really, really, a lot of folks are going to wake up, because a lot of people are still in this. They're like, this is not real. This is not happening. Oh, but it's happening. It is definitely happening. Yeah. Who benefits financially from war? Yeah. We know. And they are desperate to push it. But whatever, it feels like there's a lot of pressure building. Do you guys feel that pressure building? There's some pressure building. Something is going to blow, because they're talking about fighting for land and power and whatever. Then we have the weather, weird stuff happening with the weather, the earthquakes, the volcanoes, the possible asteroids coming from the sky, possible alien invasion. Lots of pressure. Now, is it just a bunch of hype? Again, to keep, in one of the scenarios, they're wanting to keep us in fear and guilt, because that's their louche. There's their yum yums. That's what they eat on. They feed off of that. That's a possibility too, in one of Monica's little dimensions of what this mess could possibly be. The truth no matter what the cost. See, that's the way it's going to be, y'all. We have all these ideas of what I think it could have been. And then when it actually happens, I bet it's going to be one of them. I bet it will. Chief Woolly Hair, hey girl, good to see you. Candy, hi my sister, mwah, love you. Desmond, Anthony, hi Anthony. Cabal, the Cabal and the Kabad. Remember that. It's me. Okay, you gonna pay? How much? You tell me how much I should charge, guys, to put. And see, I don't have to shave my legs either, too, because I don't have hairy legs. So I'll do my toes real pretty, and I'll put some petticoats on, and I'll put my daughter wears them sexy shoes real pretty with the stacked heels and the lace and all kind of yeah. I can wear one of her shoes. How much should I charge them to do that job? Oh, goodness. See, Ralph Smart just said that today. He says, whatever your expertise is, or whatever your specialty is, whatever you're good at, whatever people want to see, let them see it, and then let them pay to see it. He says, I don't have to work. He says, I travel all over the world, and he says, I do exactly what I want. I'm sitting here on YouTube telling you to breathe in that good ass prana, baby, and slow motion is that. He's a multimillionaire. Yeah. So maybe showing my feet might make me a multimillionaire, and then I can help some of my people. That would be awesome. Let's see. Anthony says, going through my journey with my former JW life, my eyes are open. Yep. So you're an ex-JW too? Were you born in, Anthony? I wasn't. I guess I was born in because, my parents were Catholic when I was baptized Catholic, but I think I was like about 2.5, 3 years old is when we started going to the Kingdom Hall. So kind of born in. That's all I knew. So were you born in? And so I know your indoctrination is thick, depending on how long you were in. And now that your eyes are open, isn't it amazing, Anthony? All the stuff that we were told, don't you? Number one, we couldn't watch certain movies. Could you watch the Smurfs? I couldn't watch the Smurfs or any Disney, anything that had the witches and Snow White and the seven dwarfs. They were living in fornication. Did you grow up in it, Anthony? It is so funny. But now I'm into everything. I'm into astrology, crystals, herbal healing, grounding, extraterrestrials, interterrestrials. I'm all over the place. I'm free at last. My eyes are wide open, and I'm like a sponge, like a child. And actually, Yeshua said that. He says, become like a child. And I've definitely become like a child. So many people told me, that lady, she's senile. That's what's wrong with her. No, I just have a thirst for knowledge. Yeah. Me before marriage. OnlyFans. That's it. That's it. Maybe I should do that. Y'all think I should do that? And show my feet? Oh, maybe I can do one to just show you how to make jelly or something. Or I don't know. I'm not gonna do no freaky stuff. No, nah. Allison, hi darling. Hi darling. If people think there is a cabal of Satan worshipers along with fear and for religiosity and concern for freedom. What? Okay, hold on. If people think there is a cabal of Satan worshipers along with fear and far right religious, that word, and concern for freedom. What? I don't follow what you mean by that, Joe Kid. I'm breaking up? Okay, I'm sorry. All right, Candy says, my mom always said the ones in control are playing the game of risk, and we are the board pieces. Absolutely. And that's what it feels like. It really does. Shulamite. Okay, Shulamite. Jesus loves you guys. Absolutely. That voice that I heard, I am firmly convinced was Jesus, Yeshua. And I 100% agree that my brother, Yeshua, Jesus, loves me. And I love him. He died for us. I'm still up in debate about that whole story, but I'm following you. Rose again, I'm not sure about that either, in the sense of an actual physical death. I think it's more of a uh, something that happens in your brain. It's a physical thing, but it's in your brain. Um, and he is coming soon. Um, the coming soon, I think, is the awakening. When you wake up as to the Christ within you for his church. Therefore, get ready, people of God, by living in sanctification and peace and blessings. The two things that there's a lot of things that resonate with me deep in my core about Yeshua, Jesus, and about those words in the scriptures. Mixed with me hearing that voice that started this spiritual journey many years ago. That one, that anointed one, he basically was here to show us the way, that we ourselves are facets of source. We are many gods, trying to put it that way as basic as I can. We are not God Almighty itself. We are facets, particles of that source, every single one of us. And that's what Jesus, Yeshua, was trying to tell us. And the kingdom of God, that facet of source that is within us, he kept saying, what did he say? The kingdom of God is within you, is within that light, that spark, direct to source. So I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Shulamite. Allison, how do you keep your neck so taut? Looks great. My neck. I got a turkey neck. I got a turkey. Years ago, my sister, um, she had one of those life lift things, and I wanted to get one too, but I was too scared to do it. And after I saw her do hers, I'm not doing that. But what they did is what they do is they cut, like, let me turn on this. Yeah, they cut you like right here, and what they do is they pull it up like that. And see, now if I had the money to do it, if I could lift that up, man, that would be tight. And then I'd have to lift all this up and roll them up. All right, that's okay. Again, I love my meat suit. I love my avatar. I picked this thing out myself. We all picked our own avatars out. So I started thinking about that too. And another one of Monica's little dimensional ideas of what this could be. We chose these avatars. So I chose this. Maybe I wanted to see what it would be like to be 64-year-old and used to weigh almost 400 pounds and see what happens to your body. Then you eat bad for a long time. And then when you turn like 60 years old, you decide, you have an epiphany that you're going to eat healthy and do what you need to do. Actually, it was longer than that. I would say, how old was I? About 50 years old when I decided to make a change. So I lost 225 pounds of flubber and depression and anxiety and all the stuff you gather from growing up the way I grew up. Jehovah's Witness family, dysfunctional, alcoholic, abusive, crazy. And I chose to do that. I chose to come and experience all of this life. And when I try and tell my son that, he says, I don't want to hear all crazy stuff, Mama. He says, my life sucks right now. And I said, you chose it. And he gets mad at me. But in one reality, that's the truth. We chose exactly the life that we have. Yeah. But I don't do anything. This is just natural. Now, if I had some money, I could have it tightened up. That would be really nice if I could do that. But it's okay. Again, in the next dimension, ascension, whatever happens in what dimension, I'm going to get my, if I do this again, I'm coming back banging. My whole life. I'm going to come back with all my memories, I think. If I come back, I want to come back with all of my memories. I want to come back. I want to know what these things feel like, because I don't want to repeat anything negative again. So it's valuable in that sense of anything that I've done wrong to anyone or anything that I regret. If I think back in my mind of something that I did and it's distasteful to me now, I don't want to forget that. I want to use that as a reference. So maybe that's the reason for this experience, that we're experiencing everything that there is to experience. And all of us are unique. And our experiences are unique, each and every one of us. This is, source. And that gives me even more of a love and an appreciation for that omnipresent being. Yeah. I can't even describe what it feels like for the love for this being that we are part of. We are. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Joe Kick. Spirit Journey. Hi, darling. I hadn't seen you in a while. Good to see you. My throat is a little itchy. Smurfs would come to life. Remember? Yep. La 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 la. Oh, Lily. Hey, girl. Let's see. Just tuned in. I've recently been meeting some people who are speaking openly about their abilities they have hidden for most of their life. Yes. The awakening is happening. More and more people, or because of us, other little beacons of light, standing in our own power, speaking our truths, even if our voices shake. Keep speaking. Because by speaking, you're encouraging others. If they're having the same thoughts, then they're like, okay, she's a little cuckoo, but hey, she's kind of having the same thoughts I am too. So we build each other up that way. So yes, more and more people are awakening to feeling safer to be able to say, yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, I heard that voice too, or but was afraid to say it. Or I know when things are about to happen. It's always been that way. And it freaks me out, kind of like that. And this gives a safe platform. The more of us that talk about this, many are awakening enough to share what they have hidden. Yes. Humans with superpower or abilities is what the cabal has tried to stop. Can't stop us now. Oh, can't stop us now, right, Lily? Ain't no stopping us now. This is the time. Again, thank you, Lily. This is the time for us to stand in our own power. Whatever abilities you have, use them, but always in love, always in love, always in positivity. Raise that vibration and use whatever powers you have for nothing but positive. And more of us are going to be awakening to things beginning to happen with us. And we're like, did I do that? Yes, you did. So be aware that they're trying to block. We're getting in another dimensional bubble in Monica land. There's a possibility, a strong possibility, that we are being upgraded. The humans are being upgraded. We are very unique beings. And Source is upgrading us now. And the Cabal and the Kabad in this dimension don't want that to happen. So they're doing everything they can to block that DNA upgrade, I think via the sun, by blocking it, spraying all kinds of crap on us, in our water, in our food, poisoning our minds, whatever, doing everything they can to block this download that's happening. Part of the battle is recognizing that there's a download happening and they're trying to stop it. And it's up to us to do whatever we can to combat them. We're Neos. We're Neos in this particular dimension. Somebody just tuning in the first time, they're going to say, this lady is sad. But the regulars, y'all know, it's all different little dimension. And we get to see which one it could be. I don't know what I wanted it to look like this for. Yeah, and when I said that, Luana, that kind of popped in my head. Yeah. And our sister Luana has had some pretty significant losses. I hope it's okay with me sharing that, Luana, so we can send some warm fuzzies and our high vibrations to you. But she lost her husband, I want to say 3 weeks to a month ago. And then she lost her youngest son. I want to say a week and a half, maybe less than 2 weeks ago, if that. Again, like she says, why would she choose to do that? And if you did, Luana, you uniquely know what this feels like. Our facet, our sister facet of Source, just experienced something I can't even describe. But that experience somehow has enriched the collective because we know what that feels like through Luana's unique experience here. I wouldn't want that to happen to anyone ever again. I hope this is a one-time thing that will never ever have to happen again. Yeah. So maybe I don't know what the answer is, or I don't even know what I'm saying about this. Just trying to make sense of all these experiences that we all go through. And that kind of brought to mind, Luana, I mean, that's tragic, but what about, you know, child sacrifices and people that are burned to death or drowned to death, or I think about that too. Why would Source want to know that? But then at the same time, Source knows what that feels like through. Does it make sense what I'm trying to say, y'all? We watched the 2004 through 7 series called Yes, the 44. Wow. I'm watching that right now with my son Joe. So much has been shown. So much has been shown. What now more than ever formed out. Yes, I'm watching that now, Lily. They're the truth in plain sight. They're yeah. Oh, you haven't been getting the notification? You got to click that bell, but they do stuff. Whatever. Ahura, get some ginger, salt, and gargle. Thank you, Ahura X. Nice Bantu nuts. Thank you. Ain't no mountain high enough. Absolutely, Lily. It's okay to share. Thank you. Thank you, Luana. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Allison. Yeah, so everybody, let's just send some warm, loving, healing energy to our sister Luana. May you have peace, Luana. May your heart be at peace. Loving thoughts your way, Luana. Loving thoughts your way. Wow. Luana says she had 5 friends that lost children in about the last 3 months. Yeah. 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 And again, I have a different whole mindset. I feel a totally different way about death now. Um, we're spirit beings. We are not this avatar. What has died is the avatar. That spirit, Luana's son and her husband, they live on. And I know that that's the good news that Yeshua tried to let us know, that we are eternal. We are eternal. Joe Kick says, cannot keep up with a lot, but have to get what trickles down. There are a lot of losses. Yes. 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 Many are leaving their bodies. We who we are never ends. Exactly. Exactly. Forever and ever and ever and ever. Forever. Forever. This is just like a blip in the wave. In the wave. All right, Luana. Hang in there, sissy. Many whom leave now are holding light for us. Hold light here for Earth. Yes, absolutely. Energy cannot be destroyed. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. So, no matter what's going on around you, I mean, stay focused of what's happening. Be aware, but not scared. And keep speaking your truth. It's okay. It is time to stand in our own power. We have the human right of how we live, and the freedom to say no, to say no. If you agree with it, go with it. If it feels okay with you, go with it. But if it does not feel right in your core, say no, and say a firm no. And the more of us that say no, again, that is that whole collective thing. Okay. Keep your vibrations high. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, y'all.